It's going on 11:30, and I just wanted to come on here and catch you guys up to speed as far as what's currently taking place. Um, we just got in. I want to say, well, not just got in, but we've been home for a few hours. We actually got in around 8, leaving the hospital from visiting my father-in-law, which is King's dad. Currently he is in ICU and he is on life support. Um, just talking about it a little bit more is, you know, really, really difficult for me because I really don't know how to feel. I really don't. Um, I wasn't going to come on here and talk about this, and nor was King, but I told him that, you know, when you are vlogging your life, your everyday life to be exact, you have to let, you know, your audience in to see. This is not a game, you guys. This is serious. I don't know I don't know no other way to put it. This is serious. We're not on here to get any sympathy, looking for attention or anything like that, but we are just average people, just an average family that is currently going through it tough with his dad right now. Just a little bit of history, you know, his dad's been a dialysis patient for so long, like over 10 years. It's been about 15, maybe a little bit longer, because me and King been together for 15 years, so it's been a little bit longer than that, but it's been a ongoing trial. All right, y'all, so I'm currently in the pickup drive line waiting to pick up the kids. So King was supposed to come on here and update you guys, but it just seems like things just is gotten worse, just worse. So I'm on here to bring you guys an update as far as the status of his dad. I'm all cried out right now, so I can't. I've known his dad ever since I was 18. Like, me and King been together for a super long time. I'm 33 currently. I got up this morning, dropped the kids off, and headed on to work. When I got to work, before I got to work, before I left out, Marcus' mom called and was just updating him on how he did throughout the night. And it seemed that he was okay, and they were just monitoring him to see when they would be able to remove the life support machine. That was at 7:30 this morning. I dropped the kids off at 7:45. School is literally 6-7 minutes away from our house. I dropped them off. I headed on to work. I got to work at about 8:15, 8:20, and that's when I got the call from King. So that was King calling me back. But yeah, I got the call from him that it just took a turn for the left, or took a turn for the worse. So I ended up leaving work and got up to the hospital, and that's where I've been ever since 9 o'clock this morning. So it's currently 3 something now. 3:15, and I'm just waiting. Like I said, I'm in the pickup line picking up our kids from school. My head hurts so bad. Like really, really bad. Like these last few months, it's just been something. Just something. Can I go? Right. So this whole process, picking up the kids, this takes 15 minutes just to get around the drive line, y'all. If any of your kids go to a school like my kids go to with this pickup line, annoying. But anywho, I don't want to be on here rambling. I'm about to, like I said, pick up the kids, get them back to the house, get them settled, get them something to eat, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head back up to the hospital to be with King. Bubba is currently with my mom, so if anybody's wondering, no, we do not leave Bubba at home alone. Kimani is a teenager, so he's able to stay. He's almost 14, so he's able to stay home with the kids, well, with his sister and brother. But Bubba is with my mom right now, so I thank God for that, because if he wasn't with her, then I would have to basically, you know, take him with me, because I refuse not to be with King right now. Like, but hopefully he'll come back on here and give you guys an update. Sorry, you know, that it's taking so long to get the other part of our video out. We got like 2 vlogs that we need to put out, but right now it's just a trying time right now, so I'll be back when I can.
YouTube, I want to give you an update on what's currently going on at the time. It's a tough time for me and my family, but yesterday at this morning at 2:10 a.m. this morning, my dad passed away. And I can't describe to y'all how much he meant to my family. The only thing that gives me strength not to break down in front of this camera right now is the fact that I'm most part happy that he's able to rest peacefully without being in pain, without medication, without the doctors cutting on him. Let me give y'all the history. My dad has been a dialysis patient for 20 plus years, for as long as I can remember. And with dialysis patients, you don't usually get this long. It was already a blessing in itself that my dad was able to be around for this long. But on top of that, which it caused him to be a diabetic, which caused him to be an amputee, which they were just recently getting ready to amputate his other foot and try to amputate his fingers. I didn't want to see that. And my dad didn't want that. My dad he wasn't happy not being able to do things with his grandchildren and with his wife and being stuck to a wheelchair. It was really tough times to sit there and watch my dad deteriorate like that. My mom was with him 100% of the way throughout this entire marriage. They've been together for 38 years. 38 years they were together. And she's been there every step of the way. My dad has been through hell and back. He's been in and out of the hospital. I can't even count how many times. And this morning was the last time. My dad also had a lung disease called sarcoidosis on top of COPD. So there's the extent of all the medical conditions my dad was battling at once. My dad stuck around and he hung around as long as he could, and I absolutely appreciate that from him. I love him to death. I recently lost my brother 2 years ago, my oldest brother, and it hurt him dearly. And right after that, everything went downhill for him. So over these past 2 years, my dad has been in rehabs and in hospitals and everywhere you can think of. Pain medicine. When he went into the hospital the other day, it was for shortness of breath, and he was bleeding from his mouth and his nose, and it was due to the constant consumption of pain medicine. So it's been a torturous struggle for my dad, and I'm so happy that he's able to rest, that he's able to go join the rest of my family. He leaves behind me and 2 other brothers. He leaves behind 14 grandchildren. He leaves behind a whole hell of a lot of family. Also in an entire neighborhood. My house was that house where everyone came. My dad also raised friends of mine that live with us, that's been there from day one. It's a monumental loss, not just to me and my mom, but to my neighborhood, to everyone that was in touch with him. They all loved my pops. And I just want to say thank you for all the prayers, all the blessings. You guys have been amazing. For you guys that's from my YouTube channel, you've been my rock. You've been there from the beginning with this struggle, because it's been going on for a long time, and y'all seen it over a period of time. So that being said, I love you, Pops, and I pray that you rest peacefully. I love y'all.